killing it and the Niners killing it, and that's what they say is going to happen. I'll say this, though. One team you didn't think was going to be making the playoffs, especially after they lost their starting quarterback, Indianapolis Colts.
Minshew Magic is real.
Minshew Magic is on fire right now. Goes all the way overtime with the Tennessee Titans today to pull off that 31-28. Puts them at 7-5 on the season.
After being down.
Oh, they were down. But hold on. Not even that. Yes, they were down. The Titans have not lost at home this year. All of the Titans' wins have been at home.
I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure that's the facts.
That's a fun fact.
Yeah.
With Jay Fresh.
Yeah. So today was the first loss they had at home.
Damn.
So.
And it was a hard fight. It was a really good game. Like, honestly, if I had to choose, this would probably be my game of the week. Besides the Seahawks game, of course. And that's just my biased opinion. But unbiasedly, not my team. This is probably my game of the week just because of how balanced it was. It wasn't like one team was going back or one team was overscoring. It was like one team was scoring.
It was
scoring.
It was just as good as, I mean, honestly, the best game of the week, if you ask me, was the Seahawks Cowboys. So,
yeah.
Hands down, that was just a blast.
It was just so fun to watch. It was easy.
Back and forth. Both teams just slinging it. But, I mean, this was almost like the little brother of that Seahawks Cowboys game was this Colts Titans game. I mean, really two teams that both their seasons kind of depended on this win.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The Colts ended a little bit closer than the Titans, but even the Titans, they had a shot if they won today. You know, they'd have been at 5-7. Still have a shot.
Especially with how the North has been performing.
Yeah.
That whole division was in the playoffs at one point.
Yeah.
And so that means 3 spots are about to open up if they keep losing.
Yep. It was honestly, like Jarrell said, both quarterbacks played a great game. No interceptions on their part. It was just, 1 minute, Titans are in the lead. Next minute, Colts are in the lead. Like, it was a battle. And then again, like, to tie it up 25, to miss the extra point after D-Hop catches the touchdown,
crucial
to send it into overtime. And then, old Willie Dilly, he drives her down the field. And yeah, he don't come away with the touchdown, but he comes away with the field goal. So at least it's like, if the defense can come out and stop, Minshew Magic. Oh, hell no.
They let them go down in 3 plays.
Yeah. I think 2 of them were 2 Pittman.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 of the plays were 2 Pittman.
They fed Pittman 1, and then it was 1 Pittman. No, I think it was 4 plays. I was misunderstood. It was 4 plays, 1 to Pittman, and then they got to the goal line with someone else. They ran it once, and then they threw it to Pittman again.
Yep.
It was like almost effortless drive besides the 2 mishaps. But even the 2 mishaps, you could almost tell like it was warranted to lead to the touchdown.
Right.
And
no, I totally agree. I knew it was going to be a good game just because the way the teams line up. You know what I mean? Like the defenses against the offenses. Again, neither one of them being like a high caliber team. So it was just, again, it could have went either way. It could have been like a 6-0, like the last one we talked about, or it could have been what we got, and we got lucky and got the 31-28. Again, even overtime. I mean, had you on the edge of your seat the whole time.
It was fun to watch. It was almost like...
Well, we've seen plenty of those games where it goes to overtime and it's like, damn it.
Right. It could have ended any other way, really.
Yeah.
But this overtime, it gave both teams a full opportunity to go down the field the full length, put their best foot forward.
Oh, for sure. And they did it. And that's what they did.
It showed which offense was better and which offense was ready to play and which offense was ready to score.
It showed which one had the magic.
Exactly.
The Minshew
Magic. With the Colts leading 31-28.
Yep. And again, moving them pretty close to staying in the playoffs. They're 7-4 now. So, I mean, if Colts keep going this way, they're definitely going to make the playoffs. And I don't know, could be a force to be reckoned with if they keep, the players that they have left healthy.
And I mean, it may be time for, they wouldn't push it, but it may be, if they make a playoff run, it may be in time for an Anthony Richardson return.
It might, but like you said, why would we push it if Minshew's winning games and this is our shot? I sure as hell wouldn't turn over the reins if that's what got me into the playoffs, because it wasn't Anthony Richardson's couple of wins.
I mean, the couple of wins he got were him getting the reins.
If anything, dual quarterback. There you go.
The Saints, how's that working out for them?
Well, they got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Derek Carr's fighting multiple injuries.
Yeah, no. At least like What'd they say? They said back,
head,
shoulder,
something.
Yeah, no.
He's going through it.
Back, head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Yeah. So, but yeah, Colts get that win. Like we said, 7-4. Moving on from that, we have the Lions and Saints, and that's the other one we were just talking about. Derek Carr going out today.
They were balling.
Yeah, they were.
The first quarter, they were up 21-0. It was if you play Madden, to all my Madden players out there, when you beat someone 21-0 in the first quarter, it gives them the opportunity to friendly quit.
Oh, really?
Just leave the game. No hard feelings. See you later. Friendly quit.
Really?
I was like, damn, they're about to take that friendly fucking quit.
I didn't know you did that, man.
21-0. That shit was it. It was over. And then here comes Alvin fucking Kamara out of nowhere, breaking legs.
Oh, literally.
Scored how many touchdowns? Two touchdowns?
I do believe it was 2.
Scored 2 touchdowns. Taysom Hill went in for 1.
Yeah, Kamara got 2.
Yep, Kamara got his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Taysom Hill got 1.
Derek Carr got an interception.
Of course, that's Derek Carr. Yeah, but then he leaves the game.
If he doesn't get hurt, I think the Saints win this game.
I do too. If you watched a couple of Jameson's throws, short and not to anybody on the team. So
somebody on TikTok calls him Jameis Winston throws 50-50 balls. He doesn't throw it so he lead the receiver. He throws it, somebody's catching it.
Yeah. You got to fight for it, whether it's your guy or not. Yeah.
Right. He throws 50-50 balls.
Yep. So it's really kind of sad one for the Saints because, again, they're kind of trying to fight to keep their season going because, with the NFC division that they're in, Buccaneers, blah, 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 they have a chance, but at 5-7, it's gonna struggle now. And the Lions, honestly, 9-3, they're almost at this point solidifying themselves for the NFC North. So Green Bay did get a win today, and they're, of course, they're fighting to get into the playoffs. I think, what they say, seventh seed?
Yep, they're 7th
is
seed.
where Packers are sitting right now. Lions are obviously 2 seed as of right now, sitting behind the 10-2 Eagles after their loss today. But again, only 1 game behind the Eagles, and everybody thought the Eagles were untouchable until they watched the 49ers fucking shit on their fucking face. But yeah, like we said, we don't want to move on too fast. But again, it was just Lions ended up pulling out the win, and with Derek Carr going out and facing multiple injuries, it's
hard for them to come back.
Yep.
But like I said, if he wouldn't have gotten hurt, they were winning this game.
Yeah, they won that game. No, I'm with you. On that. But yeah, moving on from that one, we'll just touch on it real quick because neither one of these teams really matter at this point, really. Falcons, Jets, just give you the score if you're tuning in. It was 13-8. Falcons win. Jets just struggling. They would love to get Aaron Rodgers back, but I think it's going to be too little, too late on this. They can't pull any wins out, not even against shitty teams.
They can't pull a run. They can't win a game.
No.
There's no hope for the Jets. We'll see A-Rod next season.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't have to fake that Achilles again.
100%. I think we should see a Kyle Pitts trade in the Falcons' future because they're not using him at all.
Oh, fuck, get rid of Drake London. Put his ass somewhere else. He would love to be somewhere else. Revamp the whole damn Falcons team and improve the NFL.
Build around Bijan. Literally, this offseason, the Falcons should build around Bijan. Yeah. Offensively, line.
Yeah, I would just actually try to get me a quarterback and build on that.
Anyways, 13-8. Yeah, Falcons win the shit show.
Yep, nobody cares. It was actually more points than the Chargers fucking Patriots, which is unbelievable, but really nothing we want to touch on that one. Now, the one I do want to touch on is the Broncos-Texans game. I honestly thought Russell was coming into fucking Houston and he was going to burn that house down. And, he burned her down all right with 3 fucking interceptions. Find the last one to seal the game in the end zone. I don't know, Russ. I don't know. Your defense stood up for you. Kept CJ Stroud to, 274 yards. That's an average for him right now. I understand that. But a lot of times we see CJ fucking go off. He only got 1 touchdown.
And with Tank Dell's unfortunate fibula fracture,
season ending.
He's out for the season. Yeah. That really hindered the amount of receiving yards CJ Stroud got.
Right.
Not receiving yards, passing yards.
Right. No, I got what you're saying.
Nico Collins benefited from it significantly.
Oh, he did.
His season high, I want to say career high, of 191 receiving yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Dameon Pierce finally did something with his 1 touchdown and 15 carries. I mean, it gave him 15 tries. He turned it into a touchdown.
Sure.
Good for him.
Sure.
But that just shows with a balanced team.
I'm going to balance you out this fucking podcast.
Everyone gets a share.
I get it. Jeez.
You know, last year, like I said,
broken record.
Dameon Pierce was the only.
Get it? 15 carries, 41 yards. Yeah, but then you got Devin Singletary with 8 carries and 36 yards.
And they thought he was the guy, but
he is the guy.
They realize he's old.
You're old.
You're literally old.
Oh shit! But yeah, it come down. I mean, again, that was one of those games that it was a great game, back and forth. The unfortunate thing with Tank Dell, that did suck. But I mean, even with the 2 interceptions, Russ was driving. He was driving for that game winner, and it just can't. He was about sacked. He spun out of it, and honestly, he had a lot more time. He could have let something develop, but he saw Sutton there, and that just didn't go his way. No, intercepted, ends the game, and snaps that win streak that Broncos been riding. Was that 5 game, 6 game?
5 game,
6 game.
5 game.
That's 5 game.
Yeah, they snapped that shit.
Yeah, so that's done. So they're 5-6 now.
Veteran versus rookie. Yep. Rookie prevails. Yep. 22-17.
No, for sure. And if you watch CJ out there, he reminds you, the way he scrambles a little bit, he reminds you of Russell Wilson. How, I don't know, he kind of likes to tuck down and actually kind of get lost in the pile. And then kind of get out and be like, yeah,
I'm here.
Yeah. I just know. I mean, I'm not saying like they throw like it or that CJ likes to put his feet to the ground like Russell does. It's just like I sees them both how they like to get really tiny, just so that way it's almost like the defenders are trying to get him and they can't, and they just pop back up and make something out of nothing. So it's almost like, you know, the new age beat the old age right there. You know what I'm saying?
CJ Stroud's going to be something.
Yeah. No. And I said it. You can look back on the podcast. That was my number 1 rookie quarterback of this year. So, but yeah, keeping their playoff hopes just a rolling. They got 7-5. I do believe Broncos are still in the hunt. I mean, they're just
off the edge.
Yeah, they're 6-6, right? 6-6.
Yeah, I want to say they're 6-6.
6-6. Yeah, they're 6-6.
They're literally sitting in the hunt, right on the edge.
Yeah. Everybody is so close in the AFC. It's crazy.
Both divisions, AFC, NFC.
Right.
Both. It's a real close race for the last 2 spots.
Yeah.
And I mean, both divisions are wide open for the playoffs. So we really don't even know what the playoff.
Well, I mean, even if you look at it right now, Chiefs are winning their division at 8-4.
Right.
But the Broncos are sitting not in the wild card, but in the hunt at 6-6. So you're talking from winning the division to not even making the playoffs. You're talking 2 games, 2 wins. So that's how critical we're talking about these wins at this point. You know, it doesn't help to chalk up 1 loss. I mean, yeah, it's a loss, whoop-de-doo, and we can always move past it, but too late in the season to keep doing that. So really hurt the Broncos and helped the Texans today. Other news, I guess we could talk real quick about the demolishing of the Commanders.
Tyreek Hill doing.
Miami comes into town and just pretty much whale splashes those fuckers all day long. Cannonball.
Puts a leash on him, walks him around.
Oh.
You know, gallops. The running backs just wandering all over him the whole game.
Like you said, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago? Sam Howell, one of the top producing quarterbacks in the NFL. What was he, number 3, I do believe you said?
He was number 1 at the time.
Number 1. Okay. Number 1 for passing yards at the time in the NFL. Walked away with 127 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception.
He's really showing how he's playing how everyone expected him to play.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be reduced. Like if he's reducing in performance or if it's just result of the good defense.
Right. No, I hear you. I mean, once it was pretty much halftime.
Yeah.
I mean, they were up. What was it? 31-7?
Yep.
31-7. Yeah. 31-7. Game was over. And even
they took their starters out at the end of
end of the third.
I want to say halfway through the third. Okay. Because
I just realized it. I realized it in fourth.
Moser and Hill were both out at the end of.
It was note to that. It was nice to see that a chain is not on the IR and that he is good enough to play, because that fucker cooked today. 73 yards, 2 touchdowns.
And funny enough, both of those touchdowns came in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
after they took out Mostert?
The one came in at the end of the third.
Okay.
It was the end of the third.
Okay.
But I mean, it was almost the fourth. But yeah, he didn't play for shit.